What's going on, you guys? Thank you for tuning in once again. This is your host, Lobster Potter, back again with another Battlefield video. So you know. Now, the only thing I'm going to state about this gameplay that you're viewing right now is the fact that it's a combination of both Battlefield 4 and Battlefield Hardline mushed them together. It's like when you take fucking bacon that you just fucking baked in the oven, and then you take some ground beef, and then you mash some bitches together, and then you make a fucking bacon ground beef fucking patty hamburger, and then you throw it on the grill. It's fucking amazing. I did it before. I loved it. I hope you do too. That shit's awesome. Boom. Extra recipe for you guys. Shout out to myself. But the Lobster's not going to sit here and talk about Battlefield gameplays or some bacon hybrid burgers. What I am going to talk about is an app that pretty much everybody has heard of, or who has used, or who knows about it, at least, unless you're fucking somewhere in the Himalayas or you're a goddamn Amish person, knows about. And it happens to be an app that I like to use regularly. Hell, sometimes I use it even more than text, believe it or not. And that app happens to be Snapchat, bitches. Yes, you know about Snapchat. I know about Snapchat. If you're on YouTube right now, or if you're on Facebook right now watching this video, you know about Snapchat. What you don't know is how Snapchat got so big in the first place. It's been around for years. Yeah, I understand. I've had a Snapchat since, I want to say 2011. I might be wrong. Maybe it's 2012. Either or, add me on Snapchat at UncagedRage, and you will find yours truly. You want to know what made Snapchat so big? The same thing that made Tumblr big, and it's porn. It wasn't Snap Stories, it wasn't messages, it was porn. Porn's what made Snapchat big in the first place. Now, like I said, it was a feature you could already do in the first place. The thing that Snapchat does is it guarantees that it goes away. It disappears, at least in your eyes. But then people got like creative and shit over time. And then they started updating the app. And I'm gonna fuck up the secrets for a couple of people. They're probably sitting there getting pissed off. Alright, so when a new photo is sent or something like that, or something pretty explicit, it would just go away. Yeah, well, like I said, people were getting creative. What did they do? They started screenshotting shit. Of course, Snapchat kind of reacted to that, and they made it to where if you screenshotted something, the other person would get notified. They would already know. But then people were getting even more creative, and this is where people are going to get pissed. Alright, so what they would do is take another device. Let's say if you have an iPhone or something like that, they take another iPhone, or they take another Android device or an iPad or anything like that, and then they would just snap a photo of it right before it goes away. Boom, still there. Okay? But then people have gotten creative over time. Now, see, there's people who sell themselves on Snapchat. In other words, they sell access to view like their Snapchat story, or to get like personal messages or personal photos or something like that, or personal videos sent to somebody for a fee. Now, these fees can range from whatever, really, from $5 a month to, believe it or not, even $50 to $100 a month, depending on what the person actually wants to send and how big their fan base is. Now, they have to be really consistent with this, otherwise their fan base is going to feel like they're pretty much ripped off, and then they'll get pissed off, and then you'll just be leaving a bunch of people like, hey, what the fuck, where's the content? I pretty much paid for this. So, you know, people have to get pretty consistent with this. But not only is the porn industry pretty much involved with that, it also has to do with people exposing. You know, one thing I hate is like people who just expose people's nudes. But Snapchat also got big on something like that. I'm personally not a fan of it, because if somebody trusts you enough to send you like an explicit photo, it is not to be shared with the rest of the fucking world.